Our weekly comic book discussion is brought to you by our buddies over at Mutiny Info Cafe, where they not only have a great selection of used comic books, records, and great coffee, but they also have a fantastic selection of new and used comic books, graphic novels, manga, posters, Gundam robot models, and other cool comic book shit. Featuring new comic book happy hour every 5 p.m. till close, where you get 20% off last week's new titles. New titles are
You
in
said
every
every 5
Wednesday.
p.m. till close. That's one day a week, right?
Every Tuesday.
So I'll make that clear. Don't send the people rushing to mutiny.
Yeah, every Tuesday, 5 p.m. close. New titles in every Wednesday. Mutiny Information Cafe in Denver at the corner of Broadway and Ellsworth, and online at mutinyinfocafe.com.
Yep, everybody, if you're in Denver, swing by Mutiny. If you're a nerd, it's one of the highlights of the city, for sure, hands down.
Yeah, I actually got to visit it when I came and visit last time.
Yeah, and it's
So,
cool, huh?
for sure.
Yep,
Yeah,
and
they
not
even
just a
got
comic
pinball.
shop. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, pinball, books, records, yeah, all that stuff. It's cool.
everything. Yeah,
Yep.
sure. So yeah, basically we call this comic book movie news this week. I think everything I got is about movies.
Okay.
But obviously the big one this week, the Justice League trailer dropped. See it in the background there.
What'd you think? We didn't talk about it really before this.
No, we didn't. I mean, honestly, I'm more hyped about this than any of the other stuff. I mean, judging by the trailer, it looks action packed. If it's action packed Justice League the whole time, even if the story's mediocre, from what I saw in the trailer at least, looks awesome. I mean, the Flash looks great. Wonder Woman looks awesome. Everything, Aquaman looks like a badass. I mean, as long as the story's not ridiculous and stupid, if it's just action-packed Justice League the whole time, then it's probably going to be better than any of the other DC shit that's came out so far. So, I mean, I don't know. I mean, like we always say, I had very little faith in DC movies,
Right.
but the action, it looks like it's going to be action-packed Justice League together. I mean, if that's all it is, even if the story is mediocre, as long as it's not stupid Batman killing people and, then whatever. If it's just a good action movie featuring the Justice League, then I'm hyped for it. I mean, it looks cool.
Yeah, so I feel like a couple things. If I had never seen Batman vs Superman or Suicide Squad, and I just watched that, I would be totally hyped.
Yeah.
Like it looks great.
Yeah.
The one thing that you said is if it's not stupid Batman killing people, I feel like there's a world where you can make violent Batman good.
Yeah.
It's been done in comics.
Yeah.
It could be done. It just wasn't done good before. The reason for his violence and the deaths that he was putting people through was stupid. We talked about that when we broke it down. But yeah, again, I can deal with that if it's done right. The other thing I would say about the trailer is what this trailer did that nothing else before has done yet is we saw a lot of Cyborg, and he looked awesome.
Yeah, he looks sweet.
Yeah,
Sure.
like there's a few shots, the close up on his face where I'm like, I'm trying
Yeah,
to wrap my head around it.
Looked a little cheesy or
Right,
fake.
but the one scene where he did the closed his full mask and flew off into space and stuff.
Yeah,
and,
he jumped in front of that car. And,
right.
That
Yeah,
was-
I was down. I was definitely it won me over. After basically just seeing still images of him before, I'm excited for that.
right, for sure.
So yeah,
Yeah.
we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Again, I expect it to be terrible because they've all been terrible up to this point. But
Exactly.
but hopefully they can turn this around.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, so coming up that the next DC movie we got coming up is Wonder Woman. and that this week confirmed for a PG-13 rating.
Okay.
So, cool. I guess that's what you would expect. I mean,
Yeah, out of all those movies, they have the kind of dark feel to them or whatnot.
yeah, with the level of obviously she's beating the shit out of people in it, and we know it's not going to be R, so
sure.
But officially announced.
Yeah, set in World War One. I've talked about a few times here in the past that Captain America really fucked up World War II. We'll see if this does it right or not.
Right. For sure. Yep. So that's the next one up with DC movies.
Yeah.
So yeah. Then a few different Marvel movie stuff. Supposedly, I forget who this came from, but Venom is going to be R-rated, and also it's going to be in Marvel's own or Sony's own separate Marvel universe that Spider-Man is not a part of. So
who else is a part of it?
Well, the other thing that was announced was another Spider-Man spin-off, basically. Black Cat and Silver Sable are going to have a film together.
Really? I didn't hear that.
Yeah. Okay. So these Venom and that they're basically Sony's making their own little portion of what they can of their own Marvel universe now. It doesn't feature Spider-Man because he's part of the real MCU owned by Disney. But they're going to basically take every other Spider-Man character they can and make their own universe out of that. So Venom's going to be part of that. And same with this new Black Cat and Silver Sable film coming up.
So I'll throw it out there. It's stupid.
Yeah.
Disney needs to buy everything. Disney has enough money.
Yeah.
To go write a check big enough.
Yeah.
That being said, I also can't believe that Spider-Man won't be in those movies at all because Sony owns Spider-Man.
Yeah, I mean, none of this is official. I mean, the movie announcements are official, but what people have been saying is that they're using the other characters in the Spider-Man universe that Sony has the rights to and making their own universe. But they're saying that, though, at least the one article I was reading was saying that Spider-Man won't be a part of it.
Yeah, that if Spider-Man's not a part of Venom, that's stupid.
For sure. But if I don't think that Disney would allow Spider-Man to be a part of an R-rated Venom movie. Like, that doesn't seem very likely, it's weird.
So, even, let's say that, okay, so, first of all, I was just reading today that Venom movie is supposed to be a horror flick.
Yeah, it's listed as sci-fi horror, yeah.
Right, and that's awesome.
Yeah.
It's done well.
It's Alien with Venom instead of Alien.
Yep, exactly. That would be awesome. Spider-Man, the Sony Spider-Man movies, while again not as good as the MCU, have been way better than Fox's movies.
Yeah, for sure.
So I have a little bit more faith in them. I would be okay if this Venom movie did not have Spider-Man in it, but there has to be a crossover after that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There has to be.
Yeah. Yeah. You'd hope so.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's weird. All these rights issues, they're so stupid.
Yes.
And Disney needs to
write the check.
Write the check.
Yeah, do it. Yeah. Do it. You know that Star Wars money is coming in.
Right.
Spend it.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, how big would that check have to be? I mean, superhero movies are the thing now. They're the big blockbusters, and Sony has Spider-Man, like the coolest one of probably everyone's top 3 favorite superheroes.
Yeah.
So it's a big one.
Yeah.
But obviously Disney has the money to do that. It might take a hit, but
Yeah.
So
No, yeah, they got to do it. They got to do it. There's no good way to do it otherwise. I try and run it through my head of like, okay, you could do all this and that, and they could maybe all have a meeting together and agree what the future looks like. No, it's all got to. Disney does it best.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
they need to write the check.
They need to, for sure.
Yep. And write the other one to Fox.
Yep.
Just do it all. They need to do it. Yeah.
For real. Yeah. So that got basically tied into the Black Cat Silver Sable announcement was last week. So Black Cat basically Marvel's Catwoman.
Right.
She's a thief. Bad and good. Also hooks up with Spidey for every now and then. And then Silver Sable, a little less known, mercenary. Also really good at martial arts. Usually targets war criminals. So that could be cool. I guess Chris Yost is attached to pen the script for that.
Okay.
He's working on Thor Ragnarok and done a bunch of stuff for Marvel. So
sure,
could be cool. I like both those characters.
Yeah.
I mean, so yeah. A little more Deadpool 2 news.
Okay.
But I don't know if you saw the leaked concept art.
No.
You froze for a second. I mean, there. Yeah. Supposedly this art leaked for Deadpool 2 showed him Deadpool wearing this yellow shirt over his uniform and showed Domino, and then it showed I think the weirdest thing was they showed Cable, but it was Brad Pitt as Cable. And there were rumors that he was listed to play as Cable, and
right.
I guess there's the latest article I read of who's supposed to play Cable is not Brad Pitt, it's some other guy.
Correct.
But the pictures show Brad Pitt as Cable, so maybe he is still in the running. Who knows?
Probably just the art was created when that was the thought.
When that was the thought, yeah.
Right.
But yeah, looks pretty cool. And,
sure.
Yeah, and then it was also said that Deadpool 2 is going to have its own standalone story, but it also is going to set up the X-Force movie.
Okay, cool. I'm down.
For sure.
Yep.
Yeah, and then the last thing, little Star Wars news. Woody was.
I'm ready for it.
Yeah. Woody was recently in an interview on Jimmy Fallon, and revealed the name of his character.
Beckett.
It's going to be Beckett.
Yeah.
Beckett, and not Garrus Shriek, which apparently was Han's mentor in some book. That's
in the previous expanded universe. Yep, exactly. But it sounds like the same type of person.
Yeah, basically Woody said, and I quote, I play a guy named Beckett who is kind of a criminal and a mentor to Han.
Right.
So, and that was all he could say.
Yep.
So
I had also heard that, I forget where I read this, but that basically I don't know if it's the director or the producer of the film said that they chose Woody because of his ability to nail serious stuff and comedy.
Yeah.
I have to say, until I read that quote, I was not down with Woody Harrelson being in Star Wars at all. To me, he's just too big name coming in. I know every time I look at him, I'm going to think Woody Harrelson and not whatever, not Beckett. But as soon as I heard that quote, I was like, okay, yes, I get it. And certainly, Woody Harrelson has been in some great movies.
Yeah, for sure.
So
he's a good actor.
He is. He's just so well known. You know what I mean? It's just he crosses the line for sure.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
So yeah.
So does Lando, though. I mean, what's his name? Fuck is his name?
Lando?
Donald Glover is pretty
Oh,
well
Donald
known.
Glover. Yeah. Yes. Agreed. Not as well, not as much as Woody Harrelson though.
Not as much as Woody, but
Yeah.
especially for young people, and he's he does that rap stuff. I forget his rap name, but a bunch of people love the rap he does.
Yeah.
He's in Community. I mean, he's pretty well known.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
So,
Yeah, again, I'll say it again. I wish they weren't doing Young Han Solo. I wish they were doing something else. But
yeah,
but you know, until they put out something that's not awesome, I won't talk trash.
yeah,
You know.
for sure. So,
All right.
yeah, that's it.